If you like craisins or cranberry juice, you may already know our next guest's name. Randy Papadellis is the CEO of Ocean Spray Cranberries. It's a co-op. It produces about 2/3 of the world's cranberry crop. Randy has a corporate mandate that would make many CEOs blanch. He has to buy all the fruits the 800 farms in his group produce and buy the fruit at the highest possible price. I sat down with him last week and asked him what it was like running a co-op that competes in the same field with publicly traded giants like Pepsi and Coke.
There are both advantages and disadvantages, obviously, to being a co-op. The biggest advantage is probably the fact that we are not subject to the whims of quarterly earnings announcements like public companies can be. If we need to make a long-term investment in order to pay it out a little bit further down the road, we're not punished by the public markets. The biggest disadvantage is probably access to capital. In order for us to invest in our business moving forward, our grower owners either have to leave more money into the business or we have to borrow it. So we don't have the ability to tap the public markets or other investors for capital investment.
If it were easy to get hold of money right now, what would you want to do with it?
Literally just investing in our infrastructure and investing in scale. I think our next big opportunity to improve our profitability, frankly, is just to improve the scale of our business. Although we're a $2 billion company, many of our competitors are larger. So either through joint ventures, alliances, or even potentially targeted acquisitions would be the most logical next major capital investment for us.
Now, as head of a co-op, you are obligated to buy the fruit of the 800 farms that you are part of. What do you do in years of overproduction? What can you do?
Well, obviously we have to invest more to move the fruit, so we will dial up marketing support. We will expand into channels and markets that perhaps we would stay away from that might be a little less profitable in years. But mostly what we do is we spend a lot of time ensuring that our crop supply and our crop demand line up with one another. So we really try to make those years where we're oversupplied or undersupplied a real exception.
Randy, as you mentioned, you're a $2 billion company. That was a record for the co-op last year. We know you have a sales target, a gross sales target of $3 billion by 2012. How are you going to get there?
Well, first of all, we're going to do more of the same. We've been on a terrific growth rate. We've averaged about 8% annual revenue increases now for about 6 years. If we were to simply continue on that path, we'd get to $2.6 billion by 2012 anyways. And then on top of that, as I mentioned earlier, a targeted acquisition and continued growth through innovation and investment behind the brand through advertising.
How much do you have to fight the perception that kids and adults need less snacks and less sugary drinks, even if the sugar is natural? It's a challenge because, as we all know, we all take in sugar all the time. So the real issue is making sure we bring in nutrition with the calories that we take in. And in our case, the polyphenols and the antioxidants that come to you somewhat uniquely through cranberries are a real nutritional advantage.